I deal with customers all the time and have for years, and some of the questions come to me is, what board is the right board for me? And you'll find that one of the key things about picking the right board is about knowing what part of your quiver you're really trying to fill. And you know, where you live, your environment really has a lot to do with what board works there and what one doesn't. Many times, you know, I'll watch kids that are about picking boards that say their favorite surfer rides, but they ride in a different location and their style of surfing is completely different. It may not be the right board. Since I've coached with the US team and coached with some of the best athletes, I'll really see performance differences in the same surfer from one style of a board to another. So one of the key things is understanding what board that you really want to fill in your quiver. And so whether it's for small waves or burgery waves at that location, whether it's kind of a wave that's like pitch to poo, or if it's punchy beach break, those curves on the board really have a profound effect on how it works in that kind of surf. So, you know, if you get into fishy boards, right? Fishy boards are boards that generate their own speed by surface area. Fishy boards are well loved because a lot of people can ride them. They don't take as much as athleticism as the high performance boards to make them work. And one of the key things about a fishy style board is surface area. So you're gonna find if you chase down a fishy board, do you want a true fish like this board right here that is, you know, a typical fish, or do you want more of a hybrid like this, or even a board more like this? So you'll find in the outline, outlines dictate how a board rides. And say for instance this board being narrow, you're going to find that narrow nose boards climb faces and fit in pockets easier, and especially as you pull in the tail, it fits in curvatures better and is a bit more for high performance. Whereas when you get into wider outlines, you're going to find that surface area not only helps to generate speed, but it harnesses and actually prolongs the speed in the board. So when you've got a tail that's really wide, you're going to find that when you go out on the flats, it carries a lot of speed, right? But what is different in this particular board that's wide and that board that's wide is really the tail shape. And you'll find that when you have a swallow tail and a wide tail, it surfs a different way than a board that has curve. And when you have curve, again, it sends the board in a different arc, so you can actually arc the board in a curve, whereas this board tends to be really projectile, and all fishes that have straight angles, especially with a lot of width, you'll find that that board really runs fast and runs laterally more than this board does. So picking a board is really breaking down the board within a category and deciding what fits your style of surfing.